All right, we have a lot of misinformation, accidental misinformation from the last video to correct. I got a lot of things wrong. It was more or less like off the cuff, and it probably shouldn't have been, so sorry about that. But I'm gonna make it better this video, hopefully. All right, so first of all, Tiger Knee still exists in fighting games. Plenty. It's just that it is changed from being like a move input to being a general like technique that you can apply on top of moves. So, Yuzansen. Quarter circle forward in the air. Now, if we Tiger Knee it, that was Tiger Knee. Even better there. I actually have a little bit of a hard time with this one specifically because I'm not being too clean with my inputs. I am missing 6, obviously. But yeah, Tiger Knee Yuzansen, and then even more so. So we have the normal air dash, and you can TK your air dash. TK air dash. Normally you have to, it's fairly slow, and you have to double tap once you're in the air. But if we tap once on the ground and then once in the air in very quick succession, that will give us instant air dash. Fairly useful, all things considered. So yeah, Tiger Knees, they exist in DBFZ, I think I saw. They exist plenty in Guilty Gear Strive. I do still wish that it was just a proper, like, the motion input for the base move, but it can be applied to all kinds of moves on top of it in the modern day, so it's not gone. Next up, proper wave dashing. So wave dashing, like, this will actually give you, like, a single wave dash, I think is the thing. If you just do quarter circle forward over and over again, because the very start of it will count as one wave dash, but then the rest will actually just be like what is considered, I think, a dash forward. I don't even know what the proper name of it is. Don't feel like looking it up right now. I know that's going to get me in trouble, but that's how I got in trouble in the first place. But, so, proper input. Quarter circle forward, neutral, quarter circle forward. That over and over again. I'm not too good at pulling this off, so yeah, I'm gonna have to make that like a lot cleaner over time. I actually might start playing a Mishima sometime soon, because I'm starting to enjoy Kazuya more and more the more I play this. And I am very much eyeing up Reina in Tekken 8. God, somebody even commented some information for me. I'll always appreciate when people give me like corrections on knowledge and whatnot, by the way. We're gonna be learning together through this process. Why not? All right. Emergency addendum. So, as it so stands, we did not actually do Taunt Jet Upper correctly. All right, so first of all, let me make this a lot easier on myself. Oh, I can't make it easier. Fuck. God, that sucks. Why is there not a fucking macro for 3 buttons? Ow. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna make that. And then can I... Yes, that is at least a little bit easier. Close. Okay. Back and two have to be on the exact same frame. I just very much struggle to have the neutral frame last for only a single frame. Ah, I just can't do it. Speed. I think that I'm going to have to start instituting a time limit. I'm going to have to actually just start like giving in and saying like, yeah, I get what the input is. I get what it requires, but I physically can't do it. At least without spending way more time than I want to for a simple YouTube video. So how about maybe like 1 hour? I spend 1 hour trying to do any of these moves, and then we move on. Once we, you know, understand like what we're actually supposed to be doing, but physically can't do. Ooh, boy. This one took a long time, let me tell you, to figure out and perfect. So, the Pretzel Input. The dreaded SNK Pretzel Input from King of Fighters. And now here in Tekken 7 to torture us all. So there's a lot of ways of doing this. There's actually a lot of ways of doing this. I honestly think I counted like maybe like 6 when I was looking. You might know like this image that's on screen right now. And that isn't even every single way to do it. But we are going to use one of those ways. So we need a buffer opportunity. So just use a move that has a lot of recovery on it. Like this one. And then we're going to go half circle back, down forward. So I use my forefinger to slide across the first 2 half circles. Just one forefinger. And then I use forefinger and middle finger for the last input. And then my other 2 fingers for the other last input. If that makes any sense at all. Now, during a proper combo, I'm sure that there is maybe like a better input of doing this, but in training mode, just trying to figure out the motion on its own, this is a move with a lot of recovery that works very well for me. The series is not about figuring out combos, it's about figuring out motion inputs. So there is a high amount of success with this method, at least for me. Feel free to experiment with the other methods. That's mine. This one took a while. This one definitely took a while. You know, I'm coming on here as I've figured it out, and I'm not showing you the learning process. The nice thing about Geese is that even if you mess up the Pretzel Input, you're actually probably going to get one of his other supers. Oh, that was almost cool. There we go. So obviously a wall split is going to be your best opportunity to pull off the input. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Moving on. All right, everyone. This is a big one. I've been really eager to show this one off, but I have also needed to literally like train so hard to show even the slightest glimpse of it. This is absolutely the hardest. Well, Taunt Jet Upper might technically be the hardest one that I've tried so far, because I literally couldn't do it after an hour of play. But well, this one, I've spent longer trying to do this one. I've spent hours trying to do this one on my own time. Even before I started this series, I was trying to learn this input. So, this is the standing 720. So, 720, we know it from before. Double full circle, buffered, and landing it. So, that's buffering into it. Jumping into it, hiding it behind a move, doing a jab, and then doing it after that. That doesn't actually work in Third Strike, but I think it does in, like, SF6, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, doesn't work. Tick throw does work for SPDs every so often. So standing 720. It's the idea of not actually having a buffer for the 720, literally doing it standing still without jumping, as always. So the input for this: left, down, right, up, right, down, left. So damn hard to do this because you're literally using pre-jump frames in order to try and make this happen. You're inputting what is essentially a jump, but you're inputting a half circle after that jump before the jump actually comes out. It's insanely fast. It needs insane precision, at least for me. Very, very hard part about it on hitbox is that you need to not have the up input muddle your inputs. Because so very often I'm finding that I just keep my thumb on the up so long that then once I'm trying to run back across with the other half circle, that then it becomes upper half circles, which you cannot have for this. Now, there are two ways, supposedly, of doing this. One way is that you slide your forefinger across the half circle, keep it over to the left, press jump with your right thumb, and then slide back with your forefinger. Or you can apparently piano it. So, you move your right hand over to where it covers the right and the up button, and you keep your left hand on the left and down button. Then you can piano at a very rapid pace. So then you just do that and then back. I'm not sure if that was standing or not. TBH. Oh, shit. Yes. I was almost thinking I was going to have to use the footage from yesterday. So I started getting this just the other day. So I'm also going to put up that footage at the end of this, where I got it twice in pretty good quick succession. So also what I did there was not one of the methods that I have heard about. I'm actually prototyping like a new method all on my own, believe it or not. So the method that I just did there and that I've been trying out is using my left forefinger for everything. For everything. So you slide left with across it, and then you also touch the up button, and then you slide back across. Only thing I will say is that you got to be careful about this with like mangling your finger, because you can rub your hand way too hard across buttons, even smooth Sanwa buttons, and you'll start tearing it up. You got to be careful with fighting games and not actually tearing your skin or getting carpal tunnel or anything like that. I should know I have carpal tunnel. Oh, I'm getting better at that. I kind of like my method. Pulling this off in a match is going to be hard as hell for me. It's so, like, impractical, because, like, when you think about it, buffering into it just makes more sense for most applications. Because what are you normally doing when you're going for a 720? You're mostly jumping in when they don't expect it. Or you dash in when they don't expect it, and it's even easier to do a 720 with that. Well, not easier than a jump in, but easier than a standing 720. Anyway, I'm gonna stop messing around. I just get really, really into the idea of perfecting the standing 720. But that is one of the harder inputs that you'll ever do in normal fighting games. Are there harder inputs in, like, obscure anime stuff? Is the Pretzel input harder? Is the Taunt Jet Upper harder? Is Electric Wind Godfist Electric harder? Maybe. But standing 720 is in a lot of fighting games. It's in Street Fighter, and everybody plays Street Fighter. Not everybody, but, you know, a good lot of the FGC plays Street Fighter. And it is by far the hardest input in Street Fighter that I personally know of. I actually think that this is even harder than Guile Super Turbo Super. And that thing is hard as hell. Just because timing and precision is so precise on standing 720. But we've pulled it off a few times. I believe in you to be able to do it. And try out my four-finger strategy. One finger for the entire move. Just be careful to be kind to your hands. Be kind to your hands. I have carpal tunnel. I should have been kinder to my hands. Learn from my mistakes. Do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Sorry for the mistakes on last video. Hopefully I have atoned for my sins with this video and trying to correct factual errors from the last one. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, as the case may be.
Let's go.